Hello everybody, this is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I'm coming to you all today with my cast off video for the month of June. And I'm trying to fix this angle. It's like, yes. I have actually quite a bit of stuff to show you this month. I have some crochet, I have knit, I also have pieces to show you from my daughter that she's working on. I told you all about it. Either it was, I don't think it was in the last video, regardless. I told you all about it, and so I have some things to show you that she sent for you to see. And so today is a really relaxed day for me. The kids are getting ready to leave for camp. They're packing. And so I thought, why don't I go ahead, pull everything that I could at least remember out and show it to you. So this video is going to have quite a bit of stuff. And I look forward to showing it to you. I'm pretty sure you're going to get the green light on grabbing your tea or your coffee or your project so that you can see what I'm working on. And I'm excited to also be able to bring the video because I have a great mixture of knit as well as crochet for you all to see. If you would like to see what I'm working on, because I have that too, as well as what I have completed, stick around and I will see you in a bit. Okay, I can't remember whether in the introduction if I said my name. So my name is Dana. I'm here with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. And I'm going to jump right into the cast off items that I have for this month. And I should have organized them by sections, but I didn't. So I'm just going to grab and pull and show you. And let's get going. I'm going to start with my daughter's items that she sent for you all to see because that will be so much easier. So first thing that she's working on is a granny square blanket. And it's not that big, but she's working on this. She's been doing a lot of granny squares, and you're going to see, second, what she sent for you to see is an ongoing project that she's working on with granny squares. And it's actually, hold on, a bag. She has a bag of granny squares. She keeps them in a box in the plastic bag, but I'm going to just, and I believe I showed you a while ago, but she has several different sizes. I'm going to just show you some different colors. Oh, here's a good color block. Solids. She also has, oh, here's another little, and she just has variations. That's one size. Oh, here's another little variation. And she also has this size, which are some smaller ones. And these make up, I think she said 2 of these are equal the same length as the larger size. And some of them are several colors as well. And so I think, yeah, that's all the ones that I'm messing up her system here. So there's that. And this is going to be one of those that she's going to be working on for a really long time. Because she's going to go through most of her yarn and she wants to make a really big blanket. So those are her items. I have, okay, I'm going to show hats. I can't remember if I showed this last month. And so I'm just going to show it anyway. Here's a crochet hat. And I wouldn't model it, but my hair is in a puff and I guess it kind of looks funny because my hair is in a puff, so. But it's full. I showed pictures before on Instagram. But here's the back. And that's a big slouchy hat. Another hat that I have is a knit hat. And this hat, I gotta tell you some backstory. I reviewed this pattern and I I reviewed this pattern for the writer, which her name is Linda, and she is of Connie's Caps, which is a nonprofit organization that does chemo caps and different caps for cancer survivors or those, I guess anyone can have it, but that's the focus of her organization. So she had this pattern that I worked on, and at the time I reviewed it for technical things. And so and then I knew I was going to make it, but I didn't have opportunity at that time. So that's what this hat is. And here it is. Here's the back. It is a slouchy hat. And I just love this. I love, 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 love. Now hers was a little bit better because when she did the stripes, she did it in different colors. I didn't. And I just wanted to do it in shades of green because the person that I made this for, her favorite color is green. I cannot wait to tell you all about this yarn too. Loved this yarn. Loved this yarn. And so I'll be talking more about that too. Not today, but it'll be coming as long as I have time. So I'm going to say I'm going to try. That's what I'm going to say. So that's a hat. And that's out of the way. Now I'm going to show you my update pieces, and then I'm going to show you some blankets, baby blankets. So the piece that I'm working on actually today is this. And I've noticed that when I showed it, oh, you can see. Can you see the sparkles? You see the little sparkles? That's why I love this yarn. It is so beautiful. And it looks like little holes, but it's actually little bitty sparkles. And so that's that. That's what I'm working on. Another update is for my, here we go. It's my shawl. And it's growing, growing, growing. I'm actually about time to change, close to having to change my needle. I'm starting to go in the other direction. This has been so much fun because this is Imagine When, and I'm working in quite a few, well, in short rows. The funny thing about short rows has been that I did short rows a long time ago, but didn't know I was doing short rows. I just was following the directions. And then when I started hearing about short rows, I was worried about doing them, not realizing that I'd done them before. I just didn't know that that was what I was doing. This piece actually starts off in one direction and then uses short rows to sort of change it, almost going at a 45-degree angle in transitions a bit. So I'm loving this, loving it. And you can actually see the short rows really good on camera. See them here in this area. So that's that. What do I have? Oh, an update on the log cabin. I have stuff everywhere so that I can show. Here's the update on my log cabin. I don't know how much more I've done. It has not been much. I'm not even going to tell a story, but I can't remember. And it's just easier to show. So there's that. And that is all of my in progress pieces. At least that I'm going to show. Now are the baby blankets. Oh, I'm doing good on time. Okay. So each, I'm going to put them in a set. I have 3 to show you. It's going to be hard, and I actually don't have any pictures, so I just have to show it. Okay, so here's a hat. I'll explain it. First, here's a hat, and here's the blanket. And this is folded in half. Sorry. And it's crocheted. And this was actually crocheted by my daughter. I'm going to, so you can see the pattern once again. And the hat, is a knit hat, but just because it was easier to do and we had yarn left over. And today I'm going to be folding them up, adding the ribbon, and packaging them for delivery. That's one. The second one you've seen, and before I was going to add some accents to it, but we decided not to do the accents, my daughter and I, just because I'm saying we because we separated the task. We did 3 different sets, and because the other 2 sets were solids, I decided not to do accents on this one because the others were solids. So this is one as well, and I showed you this before when it was in progress, but now it's complete. All the ends have been done, and I guess I can bring it a little closer. There's that. Okay, and this has folding this up. A hat as well. And then the last one is this one. And you've seen this, but you see the name? There it is. And there's the top. And all 3 of these are crochet. The hats are done with they're done with the loom. And those are the baby blankets. Okay. And then I have to put everything back. So I feel like I'm going on super fast, and I'll explain it at the end because I have everything and I don't want to miss anything. The last thing, okay, before I get to the last thing, because I'm so excited to share my socks. That's what I have in my hand. If you have any questions about the blankets, let me know. My daughter and I, again, split it up. She did one blanket. I did 2. I'm sorry, I have yarn on I feel like yarn stuck on my lips. And then she did all of the hats. All 3 blankets are crocheted. The white one is based on a pattern. The yellow one was based on a stitch, which she just worked up based on a stitch that I found online. And the blue one, the 3rd one, is actually, I did it somewhat like a sampler in that each section was different. Across that, the name section, I think I showed you all that before. I did the name using the fillet technique, and I believe I showed you before, and I had to frog it, pull it loose, start again, and that was the finished product, and it was so much better. That one was definitely took way more time than I anticipated, but the end, I love it. All of the yarn that we used on those are, no, it's not. 2 of them, the yellow and the white, were done with the Pound of Love by Lion Brand, and the blue, I want to say it was Burnett. It was the baby. I showed it before, and I can't remember when, so I just have to say I showed it before. And so that's what it is. Yes, all 3 of those. And so we enjoy doing those projects together. And I believe that all of these were done over the past month and a half, maybe 2. And so they were all finished this month. The last thing that I have to show you, and I told you all about it, when I felt like I did a million videos this month, and I know I didn't. Had to be a Yarn Crafters chat. Had to be. But I did socks. So here we go. Here they are. And I told you they look like socks too, don't they? Yay! Now, here's the other one. I had it folded. They have been worn. So, These little jokers were knitted. I did them toe up. And look at the toe. Isn't that nice? Yay. Uh, Toe up, two at a time, using magic loop. And I'm excited. This was awesome. I bought the pattern on my blog. I told you all before, on my blog, I do have the links to the free pattern. I found that she had the free pattern, but I used the paid pattern. And the reason why I did it, I'm going to slow down because I feel like I'm talking so fast today. The reason why I did it was because inside the paid pattern, it had several different patterns at different sizes. Somebody outside. Different patterns, different sizes, and I thought, and at the time she was having a special, and so I felt like that was just a better purchase because of all the sizes and the different weights of yarn that you can use. She takes you from sock yarn all the way through bulky. This was done with worsted, and I wanted to do the worsted because I just wanted to do the whole technique from beginning to end. Another thing that I did is I did not do a long, I forgot what this area is called. You know, the area that goes from your ankle up. I did not do it really long. I just wanted to just basically get it a little bit done so that I could see how to do it. And then I loved the bind off, which was, I think it's called an invisible bind off, so that it's still stretchy. Now, these socks, another reason why I did not put a whole lot of time into them was because it's worsted, but also it's acrylic. I did not use wool because I had I'm sorry, I'm just picking, and I had wool, but I didn't want to use the wool that I had because I wasn't certain if I would have enough to complete this full pair. And I had this yarn. It was really pretty, and I needed to finish it off anyway, or I wanted to finish it off. And so I just went ahead, and I knew I had enough based on the pattern, and I did 2 cakes and knitted it from there. The thing about this pattern, though, is she went through what you were doing, and it was the technical process, but I feel like she worked through it without using a lot of the terms as I went along. Like, I knew when I was at the toe, and I was at the foot, and I was at the gusset, and I was at the heel, so I guess technically she did. I guess she did. All in all, it was a great pattern. I did these in 2 afternoons, and the first afternoon I did not do it for very long. I just did the cast on and probably about this much of the foot area, and the rest of this I did the second evening. So I could have done these in less than a day. If I had to think about time, I would say maybe 5 hours, maybe 5 hours. No, about 6. And the cast on was so easy. I don't know why I thought it was going to be difficult. But it was like, look at it. I loved it. And the 2 at a time was easy too. I don't know. For so long, and then this is going to be it. I'm watching my time. I tried socks so many times. I tried them crochet, and I just felt like I've had to work on staying focused when I do patterns. Because if I start listening to a book and the book gets real good, or if I'm watching a movie, I will start doing my own thing, and I will wing it from there on out, because then I don't want to figure out how to get back to where I lost my way. So that doesn't work for doing socks. But one of the things that I liked about hers is that it's like you could work up to a point, and then it was just straight knitting. So once you got through the toe, it was straight knitting. And then when you got to the heel, you worked the heel, but the cool thing was she showed you how to eyeball it. so that you didn't necessarily have to follow the pattern. I mean, you were following a pattern, but you didn't have to read a pattern. And then once you did that, it was just back to just going around and around and around and around. So I was able to watch a movie. I watched Avatar and something else. I know, I can remember. And so, oh, I'm about to wrap it up. I'm so scared. So that's my sock. And I look forward to doing more. I'm going to be casting on some more in sock weight, because I bought sock yarn when I purchased the needles, and I showed you all that in a haul video. And I will be bringing some more. So that's all that I have for this month. I'm about to go because it is starting to lighten and thunder outside. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. I will be doing an accompanying post to let you know what patterns I used, or sending you to links on my blog showing where the links are. Let me know what you're working on, and as always, don't forget to support the other Cast Off crew members. Their information will be in the description box. Thank you so much, and I will see you next month when I bring back whatever I'm working on at the time. Take care, and I will see you all hopefully sooner than later. Goodbye.